You're listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of you around the world. Listen to the sound of my voice. It is a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County. I'm talking about lovely. Yesterday was so nice, y'all. It was like about probably around 75 degrees. It was gorgeous, and I went out to a friend's house. He made some barbecue jerk chicken, and it was delicious, and some salmon on the grill, smoked salmon on the grill. It was delicious, but outside it was gorgeous. And so, of course, this morning I felt like I need to get up and really go sit on the deck this morning, because every time I go outside, mosquitoes bite me. But this morning it was kind of cold. I got outside, I was like, oh, it's a little cold out there. So right now it's 71 degrees, going up to a high of 85, and it's all sunshine, baby, all sunshine. So I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I had a pretty good weekend. I had a relaxing weekend. Yesterday was the day I got up and actually did some work, which I tried not to work on Sundays, but I literally didn't do much of anything on Friday and Saturday. Like literally, I think I binged on Saturday on TV, and I know, I binged on mostly this one show called OA. It was pretty interesting. It was about a young girl. It's a long story. But anyway, you got Netflix, check it out. It was pretty interesting. Now, it's going to be interesting for those who are into quantum physics. If you're not into quantum physics and all that kind of stuff, you're not going to like it. I happen to like that kind of stuff. I find it intriguing. And so to me, it was a really interesting movie. Like, it was just interesting to see what your mind can do, because your mind is powerful. Like, your mind is powerful. And we don't utilize nearly any of our brain power. Like, we really don't. And that's because a lot of people don't know how to. But I've been studying that stuff, and I'm still studying. So I binged on that movie OA because it was a powerful movie. It started off kind of weird, but then as you got into it, I was like, oh, I see what's going on here. So it was pretty cool. But anyway, enough about that. I want to wish a happy birthday to my goddaughter, Callista. Happy birthday, baby. She turned 21 this weekend, y'all. She is 20, so that's my god baby. And then I got a godson whose birthday was the very next day. I think he turned 28. No, he turned 27. So happy birthday, Callista. Happy birthday, Ray Ray. They both turned some big numbers this weekend. And it was, normally had I been in Jersey, I would have been from one house to the other house because their birthdays are back to back. But I wasn't. So I had to just give shout outs and send fruit baskets and all that good stuff. So happy birthday to my beautiful godchildren. I got my other godson birthdays in a couple of weeks, along with my brother, my niece, and two of my friends. Two of my friends. September is full of birthdays. So it's my niece, her birthday, her dad's, my brother, my good friend, my sister-in-law, my cousin, another good friend like a brother. Yeah, September is full of birthdays. And here's the crazy thing. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them between the 13th and the 15th. 5 right there in that little spot. It's 5. So next week I'll be announcing 5 birthdays right between those couple of days. So happy birthday, fam. All right, so listen, y'all know today is Monday. I got Georgette on with me today to give us our word of the week. And it's going to be a short show because it is a holiday. Today is Labor Day. It's also National Beer Lovers Day. They go together, Beer Lovers and Labor Day. So it's National Beer Lovers Day and it's Labor Day. And so it's a short show because I got to get off because I want to enjoy my holiday as well. But I did want to come to you guys. Yep. Drop a little bit of news on you, give you the word for the week, the horoscopes, and then I'm out. So, without further ado, welcome to the show. Good morning, Georgette. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Good morning, Phoenicians out there. Hope you guys had a good weekend. I'm doing good, and I'm interested in watching that movie you talked about. I'm into that stuff, so I love quantum physics, and so I will be checking that out.
Now, I got to warn you, though, it's a long show till you get to the part that you understand. It's long. I had to get through probably 8 episodes before I actually understood what I was watching. But the way they told the story, it had me hanging on every episode because every episode was different. And so I was like, so finally, when it went to, before it got to part 2, I understood what it was. I was like, oh, well, no, maybe around episode 6. I started to understand what it was. And I was like, oh, but it was such a...
Since you told me about it, it makes it easier. So it's all good.
Yeah.
So, better understanding.
Yeah, because otherwise you'd be like, I don't know what this is. I don't understand what they're doing. But the way they told the story had you kind of hanging on every episode. So that's why I kind of binged. So I binged the whole first season. They call it part 1. So I binged the whole first part 1. But then in part 2, I got confused. I'm like, what's going on? Then it hit me. Oh, okay. So that's all I'm going to talk about. So go ahead. Let's get with the word for the day. Word for the week.
So word for the day is, hold on, I'm sorry. I was shuffling while we were talking. There we go, right. All righty, everybody. So the word for the week, I should say, is, this is a good one. Oh, boy. The word for the week is patience.
Ooh. Ooh.
I know how people struggle with being patient, right? Having patience in your life is really, as they say, it really is a virtue. I think what it does really is that helps you to discern and to look at things differently when you have patience. Because sometimes you jump into something and you could have, avoided a lot of things happening to yourself if you just had some patience to, and be patient about certain things in your life. And I know that's really hard for so many people to have patience, but at the end of the day, we can only control a certain amount of things that happen in our lives. And I think patience comes about to let us know that we can't control everything. We cannot control everything. So sometimes you have to be patient and wait for things to pass. And that is a great example of the things that's happening right now in our lives. So
that's a big word.
Yes, it is a really big word, and it takes a while. It takes a while to find to be patient and to find patience in your life. And so I think with all the words, really, it's more about just being reminded, right, that we have those qualities, and it doesn't matter what word it is, that we have those things in us, but sometimes we have to speak them out. I'm sorry, speak them out. Okay, what am I talking about? Speak them out. But sometimes, we have to actually verbalize those things so that we can understand that and learn to process the fact that we do have those qualities in us, but we just don't utilize them a lot. And, speaking them out just reminds us and gives us time to utilize them and know that we do. We've already done things in our lives that brought about patience and other things that we have been patient at. But if we don't speak those things, sometimes we forget that we have that quality, especially when things get a little bit, a little bit challenging for us in life. So,
and I can tell you this:
patience.
The word of the week is patience. And I can say this too. I just want to kind of piggyback on what you just said. A lot of times too, when you just decide to relax and just wait on the process to take place, you are at so much more peace with your life. I tell you, and I'm speaking from experience, because when I just decided, let me tell you what happened to me. So this weekend, I told you, I kind of did just relax, right? Which is rare, y'all. When I have a day where I totally do nothing, that's a very rare day. But earlier that week, I had said to my husband and my daughter, kind of back, it must have been Monday. I'm not going to focus on all the things that I stress out about. This is what I said to them. I said, I'm not going to focus on those things. I stress out about these things. I'm not stressing about it. It's going to happen the way it's supposed to happen. And when I said that, I felt this big sigh of relief, right? This big old sigh of whew, that felt good to kind of let go. So that's what allowed me to relax this weekend, because I realized you just got to be patient and know that the things that you want and work hard for, they're going to happen. They may not happen when you want them to happen, but they're going to happen. If you stay focused on them and you stay committed to them, they're going to happen. Now, that requires, for me, a lot of patience, because I wanted to happen yesteryear. It should have happened already in my mind. So when you decide that, you know what, I'm just going to be patient and let God do what he's going to do, let the universe do what it's going to do, and I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do, and let the rest of the world and the universe does what it's supposed to do. But I'm not going to rush the process, because sometimes you could rush the process and rush yourself right into a mess. Trust me, I've done that plenty of times, because you're rushing the process. You cannot rush the process. You have to be patient.
And the patience.
You have to be patient.
And that's right. And the patience gives you that opportunity, like you said, to take that breath, to realize, oh my gosh, I don't have to be in control of everything, or I'm not in control of everything. So, it allows you to just have that breath that you need to look at something differently.
It does, and
most
of the time we're walking around here holding our breath because we want it to happen right now. And if you just stop for a second and breathe and say, you know what, this is it. I'm good. And I'm telling y'all, when I said that, I think it might have been Monday. When I said that on Monday, it might have been either Monday or last Sunday. When I said it, I could feel it. I felt a shift personally in my body. Like, that was a crazy part. Like, I felt a shift in my body. I went through the week totally unstressed out to the point where I was like, yeah, I'm just going to lay here and I'm going to binge out on TV today. Felt nothing about it. Now, here's the crazy part. I got to tell you this before I get on to the horoscope. So I relaxed, right? And I ate. I just had a relaxing weekend. So that every Monday I get on the scale. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I was like, Lord, I know I've gained some weight because I just pretty much just did nothing this weekend but chilled out. Not a pound, y'all. I was like, holy crap, not a pound. I had cookies. Now, here's the thing. I didn't eat a whole bunch of junk, but I did make cookies and eat them. I said to my husband, hey, I'm going to make some cookies. I made some cookies, but I didn't eat a lot. I would eat like 2 a day. And I still got like a whole, half a dozen left, but I ate like 2 a day. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I know I probably gained some weight because I literally probably did not. I went to the swimming pool Friday. I got in the pool. Let me tell you, I had a wonderful week. So Georgette and I bowled in the league on Thursday. I haven't talked to y'all since Thursday. We bowled in the league. How'd your knee feel, G?
Terrible.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
No, it feels better.
Oh.
I think Friday it was bothering me a little bit, but by Saturday it was fine.
So this is how my week went last week. So when I made the decision, I think it was Sunday, when I made the decision that I wasn't going to stress about the things that I was stressing about, that they were just going to unfold the way they were supposed to unfold. And I was just going to be patient and know that they were going to happen. Tuesday I went bowling, my husband and I, to bowl in the league doubles. I think I told you that. But when we got there, only 2 teams showed up. So we couldn't have a league with 2 teams. So they invited us to come on the Thursday team, which required us to have 4 bowlers. So we was like, we don't have 4 people. And so the couple that was there, we said to them, hey, do you guys want to bowl with us on Thursday? They said, oh, we already got 2 people. And we're like, okay. So then I asked Georgia, hey, you feel like bowling? And she was like, sure. And so we bowled on Thursday, had a wonderful time on Thursday. That was our first night in the league. So I did that on Thursday. Mm-hmm. Then on Friday, I went to the pool and did aqua aerobics with my daughter and the baby. That was fun. Then on Saturday, I did absolutely nothing but binge out on OA. And then on Sunday, I did a little bit of work, watched some really amazing videos, profiles of success on YouTube. And then I went out and I had a really good week. And I was only able to do that because I gave up what Georgette says is some control of everything. I was like, you know what? I'm tired. I'm just going to let this stuff go and know that it's going to happen. That's why it's important to get into quantum physics, because you got to know, like you know, that stuff is going to happen. And a lot of times people don't know that. Mm-hmm. They don't know that. Mm-hmm. So, that's one of the things that you got to learn how to, you got to know. But anyway, all right, let's get on to, because I can be on this all day, y'all. Like, for real, all day long. This is my thing. Y'all don't even understand. No, even. Okay, what did I do? I done did something and cut my... Okay, there I go. I messed up. All right, let's get on with our horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Michael Thyssen. For today, September the 7th, 2020, is Monday. We're going to kick it off like we always do, and that is with Aries. Aries, invite friends for a visit. You may not see your situation clearly. Don't be too eager to buy things for those who really don't deserve them. Listen here, Aries. If they don't deserve it, don't buy it for them. They don't deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. I'm not going to get off on all these tangents today, but sometimes I just have to say this stuff. I feel like the pastor. I got a word. I got to get out. Sometimes you want to do things for people who really don't deserve the things that you're doing for them. Like, really. And you have to step back and say, you know what? And then you feel guilty. You want to do it out of guilt. You don't want to do it because you really want to do it. You do it out of guilt, knowing in your heart that they don't deserve what you're doing for them. And sometimes you have to release the guilt and say, you know what, I'm not doing that because they don't deserve it. And it's okay. Remember what I said last week? No. N-O. Very powerful word. Small little word. Yep. 2 letters. No. Very powerful. Sometimes you just have to say no, Aries. And don't feel guilty about it. When I learned how to say no, I stopped feeling guilty. Because I realized people are going to do what they want to do. They're not going to care about you. They're not. Let me just tell you that. When it's time for them to do what they want to do, they do not care about you. And see, I know me. I'm the type of person that I want to help everybody and do. When I realized it was okay to say no, and I realized not everybody had my best interest at heart, I said no. So even though you want to do something for somebody, they may not deserve it. And you know in your heart they don't deserve it, then don't do it. Unless the Lord come down and say, you know what, I want you to do that. Now, it needs to be the Lord, not your little buddy guilt. Because guilt is a little buddy that sit on the other side. And he will make you do, I say he, because he will make you do some stuff that you really don't want to do. Taurus, opportunities for advancement at work are apparent. You could be tempted to overspend on unnecessary items. You may come down with minor infections if you have allowed yourself to get run down. Listen here, Taurus, take a minute. And as a matter of fact, take 2. Because you don't want to get run down. And let me tell you, I feel so energized today. Like I'm going to the car wash. I'm trying to get me at least a rib because it is Labor Day, and some more potato salad. But take a minute. Let me tell you, I feel great today. That rest, that exercise. I got a lot of exercising. That's probably why I didn't gain a pound over the weekend, because I went bowling again, aqua aerobics. Oh yeah, I got it in this week. But it was all fun stuff. That's a good thing. Take a minute, Taurus. Don't let yourself get run down to the point you make yourself sick, because that's not a good thing. Then you can't get nothing done because you're sick. Gemini, be careful not to reveal private information. You will enjoy events that lean toward theater, art, or music today. You may be frustrated by the way situations are being handled in your personal life. Listen here. Handle your business yourself. Keep your business to yourself. That way nothing gets out. And if you're frustrated by the way situations have been handled in your personal life, step up, put your foot down, say no, make your voice be heard, all of that good stuff. Just do it. Cancer, opportunities for advancement at work are apparent. Travel opportunities must be taken advantage of. I don't know who don't want to take advantage of travel opportunities. Keep your cash in your pocket and offer them sound advice rather than your financial assistance. Yeah, don't give away your money today, Cancer. Okay, that's a common theme today. It seems like it's about money. Keep your money in your pocket. Give them some advice. They probably need to get a job. So listen, money does not always help. I know people think it does, but it doesn't. Sometimes it actually cripples people, because then you become a crutch for them to lean on every time they need $1. So give them some advice today. No money. Leo, question your mate if you must. Try a barbecue or a day at the beach. That's the day for it. Today is the day for it. Children may be less than honest with you. You're going to have some lying children. Don't take them to the beach with you, and don't take them to the barbecue unless they tell the truth. That's all I'm saying, Leo. I'm just kidding. Don't listen to me on that one. Do what you want with your children. But anyway, today's the day for barbecue. I'm trying to get me a rib, y'all. Because, I didn't push it because I know my husband had to work. But I'm thinking seriously about hey, can I just get can you just make a half a rack? Yeah. Virgo, be quiet about your intentions or ideas that might bring added cash. This is a money day. There's a good chance that they won't come back. Probably for the better. Your greatest enjoyment will come through social activities and pleasure trips. Virgo, they may not come back. There's a good chance they may not come back, but it's probably for the better. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. All right, I'm going to a song. I'll be right back after the song to give you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. You're listening to the Good Morning Gwinnett Show. Stay tuned.
Spend a little time with you, honey, just to know that we'll grow old.
Welcome back. It's your girl, Audrey Bell Kearney, giving you daily horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. I gotta tell y'all something. Sometimes I feel like a fangirl about my own show. Like when the music is playing, I'm like, yeah, I love this show. Yeah, I'm like fangirl on my own show. So funny because this is probably the only time during the day I even listen to music, unless I'm in my car, which I don't barely listen to music in my car unless I'm zoned out, which is rarely. I'm listening to a podcast. So during the show is probably the only time I really listen to music. So I'm sitting over here like acting like a fangirl about my own show. All right, so listen, we're gonna pick it up with Libra. Here we go, and this was funny. I was reading this while the music was playing, and I gotta tell y'all why this was funny to me. Take time to listen to the problems of family members. Avoid boredom by being creative in your endeavors. Avoid overindulgence. So right before the show started, my brother called. He's like, it's like, what you doing? He said, good morning, Gwinnett. I said, good morning. We started in 15 minutes. He's like, oh, you doing the show today? I was like, yes, I'm doing a short show, but I'm still doing my show. I'm dedicated like you. Or what you doing? Like, I'm bored. So my brother's a Libra, right? He says, I'm bored. I'm like, I'm trying to get Jalen to go to the gym. Jalen is his son. He don't want to go to the gym. Like, yeah, he want to take a day off. He want to relax. My brother is very hyper. Like, he does not like to sit still very long. Now, here's the part that was funny. Because his horoscope says, avoid overindulgence, right? So he's bored. And nobody will go outside and play with him. I know exactly what his next movie is going to be because I know my brother. He's either at the grocery store or Walmart right now, or CVS. Those are his favorite 3 stores. I guarantee if I picked up the phone and called him right now, it's like, hey, what you doing? He probably like, I'm at Walmart. I'm like, man, he said he go to Walmart every day, y'all. So today, bruh, don't overdo it, especially because you're bored. Do something creative. I don't know exactly what that is because he's a football lover, so I have no idea what that is. Scorpio, your charm will be captivating. Short trips will be educational. Mingle with those who can help you get ahead. Listen, put the charm on them, Capricorn. When you out there mingling with the ones that can help you get ahead, throw that charm on. It's gonna be captivating today. All right, Scorpio, just put it on them. Don't put it too much though. You don't want to draw too much attention to yourself. Some attention you can't shake off. Sagittarius, if you're already in a relationship, use this added energy. Passionately. Don't overload your plate. Helping children may be rewarding and challenging. All right, Sag, listen here. If you already in a relationship, use that extra energy passionately. That sounds really nice.
Sounds good. Yes.
Sounds good. Capricorn. Authority figures may be less than accommodating if you have done something deceitful. What else you expect them to be? Listen, you've been what else, Capricorn, do you expect them to be if you have been done something deceitful? You want them to embrace your deceitfulness? I think not. Get involved in groups and organizations that are of distinguished nature. Educational courses will be stimulating and successful. Listen, while you over there doing deceitful things, Capricorn, go enroll in a class. I was online last night. Y'all know I love Udemy. They need to start paying me. Udemy, because I don't know how because they probably got a Google alert every time I say the name. So Udemy or Udemy, you guys need to start paying me because I'm always talking about you on this show. But anyway, I was on there last night looking for me a class. Yeah, y'all know I love learning. I got a ton of books to read. I'm trying to read a book a week. This is my new thing. A book a week. So I'll let y'all know I'm going to do it. I'm not going to try. I'm going to read a book a week. I'm putting it out to the universe starting today. I got a ton of books on my desk, brand new, that I haven't cracked open yet. I think about 7. And I got 2 or 3 on my Kindle. I suck. I do not suck. I just have to find I do not suck. I have to find the time to read. And I'm going to start today by reading a book a week. I got some. Aquarius, you may find yourself in a heated dispute with a friend if you try to change your mind. Be sure to question any detail that you feel could leave you in a precarious position at a later date. Expect to pay more than anticipated for entertainment or other purchases. Yeah, watch yourself. Listen, watch yourself. Don't do nothing that's gonna leave you in a position later that's gonna just put you out of place. You know what I'm saying? Like, watch yourself now, Aquarius. You could be left in a precarious situation at a later date. It may not show up right now, and if your gut is telling you no, then it's no, because later on may be too late. And my fellow fish Pisces, Take time to do something nice for yourself. Ooh, let me say that again.
Okay.
Fish, my fellow fish, take time to do something nice for yourself. Don't confide in anyone for the time being. All right. Try to find another time to present work or ideas today. Okay, so you don't want us to confide in anybody, but you want us to find some time to present some ideas today. Isn't that confiding in somebody? Well, maybe, okay, so maybe not your personal business.
No, it's different. Yes.
Okay, so keep your business to yourself today. No matter how much you want to spit it out, today is not the day to do it. Go spend some time doing something nice for yourself and keep your business to yourself. Yeah. All right, fish. That's all I got for you today. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 o'clock to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by Notable Astrologer Micah Thyssen. Now let's get on to some news you can use. Ugh, I don't know how much you can use this news, but you need to know. All right. As of yesterday, according to the Department of Health for Georgia, we have 283,199 confirmed cases of COVID-19 in the state of Georgia. 6,037 people have passed away. Now, I don't know what the numbers are, if they're going up and down. They look like they're going up to me. But,
Yep.
Yeah, it look like it's going up to me. But according to reports, it's supposed to be going down. It doesn't look that way to me. I'm not going to even harp on this any longer. I'm going to go ahead and give you the numbers for Gwinnett County. Now, Gwinnett, here are your numbers for the week. 25,107 confirmed cases in Gwinnett County. 359 people have passed away. Those numbers do not look too good. We have a big chunk of that almost 300,000 confirmed cases. We are right behind Fulton County in the number 2 spot for having the most confirmed cases of COVID-19 in the state of Georgia. Right behind Fulton is number 1, Gwinnett is number 2, and Cobb County. Wait a minute, Fulton is number 1, Gwinnett is number 2, and I think Cobb County may be number 3. Yeah, it's crazy. And so they're saying, the numbers are falling. I don't know. Cobb is number 3. They got 17,000. So, and these are the most populous counties, pretty much in the state of Georgia. So that's probably why we got so many cases. And the other part is that people still aren't wearing their masks. Now, I gotta confess, I wrote a blog post about this yesterday. So we went bowling on Thursday, and my husband and I forgot our masks. I kind of freaked out for a second. But I didn't have a choice. I didn't have it. And I was like, oh, crap. So what I will be doing is taking we're going to put a whole pack in the bowling ball bag so we don't forget. So I had to really tell myself, don't worry about it. You're going to be safe. Don't worry about it. You're going to be safe. Because otherwise, I would have had an awful game for all 3 games. My third game was terrible. My first 2 games were great. My second game was amazing. But my last game sucked. Had I been focused on the fact that I didn't have that mask on my face, I would have had 3 bad games. But I could not focus on that. Here's the thing, too. We were really pretty much socially distanced. So it wasn't too bad. So I wasn't too afraid.
I was already freaked out. But
Yeah.
Okay, that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, Georgette be freaked out all the time. We went to this really nice restaurant for my daughter's birthday. Right. She freaked out. I didn't freak out. So what happened was
I freaked out.
the website said that they had social distancing. They had some kind of craziness. Like we were pretty much in a space by ourselves for a while. And it was a gorgeous restaurant.
Yes.
And so we were pretty much in a space by ourselves. Like no other, like it was somebody sitting, but they were sitting like further down from us. So right where we were, even though there were like 2 tables right there, nobody was sitting there. So we were about to leave. Like we had got finished eating and we had got the checks. We were really about to leave. And the waitress came and set somebody across from us. Now it wasn't very close to us, but Georgette started freaking out. And my daughter goes, "Oh Lord, is she gonna freak out?" I was like, "Probably." So she's like,
Yeah.
So when you tell them what you said, because she questioned them, I was like, oh.
Yeah, I did question them. As I asked them, I said to them, I think that's a little too close. Because it was too close. And then she had the nerve to tell me, well, we're not practicing that anymore. And I was oh my gosh, I was so upset. But I was like, you know what? This is, a birthday party. I'm not going to be acting like that. But, you know, at the end of the day, it is about my health and your health and everybody else's health. And I think if you're in a space like that, you know, if you state that on your website, and that was my thing. They had this whole list of all the things they were doing or whatever, and I was like, cool with that. But then I get there and she's like, we're not practicing that anymore. Well, then you should either take that off your website at the end of the day, right? And let people know that, because I was really uncomfortable.
She was,
but,
and I was like, okay, we really in my mind, I was like, we really got to go now because she might say something. And you know, it was kind of crazy because
no, I wasn't.
The lady walked the people.
Usually I don't say anything. Usually I won't. You know that. I'm not like that. I really won't say anything. But I was.
But I know about that. I know how you felt about that. So I knew, like, yeah, she's going to say something about this. Because I know how you feel about the whole COVID thing. And, you know, trying to get past the fear of, like, trying to get back to some kind of normal. Yeah. And so I knew how you felt about that. But what was crazy is she walked the people around to other spots. And she came back to that spot. Because I'm like, okay, so why didn't she sit somewhere else? And it was other spots at the front of the restaurant that were completely empty. And so I don't know why they managed to come back to that spot, but you know, thank God we all got out of there with no problems, and you know, we were finished. Yeah. We had already finished off. We was eating this butter cake. Listen, y'all.
Oh, it's so delicious.
Butter is my weakness. Like, you know how people like carbs, I like butter, and it's so sad. And I realized I like butter, I like lemon, crazy stuff like that. But anyway, Ray's on River Creek in Alpharetta has a butter cake, right? And they brought out this little tiny butter cake for my daughter's birthday. It was little. It was like about, you know, if you ever seen like a large cupcake, it was like that, but it was a little cake. Mm-hmm. That freaking cake was, so we all ate off that little cake, which was good. Because had we ate
took one home. So.
Yeah, Georgette took one home. I knew I couldn't take one home because I like butter. And I was like, I'm not taking that home because I'm going to eat that whole little cake and feel sick later because it's cake. Even though I like butter, it's cake, and so the cake is gonna make me feel sick. So I ate some. We all ate off that little cake. My daughter didn't really care for it, but Georgette and I, this cake is good. It's called a butter cake.
It's so good.
It was delicious.
So good.
It was like, so buttery. Oh, okay. I'm hungry, and I'm about to talk about food even more. So apparently, you know, the COVID-19 has made a lot of businesses do some pivoting, right? They have decided that they have to make, you know, we're going to stop making beer and we're going to make hand sanitizer, that type of thing. Because that's what has happened. There are people who were making die cut machinery type stuff. They stopped doing that to make masks. Mm-hmm. So COVID-19 has made a lot of companies pivot. Now, I got to tell you about this company. I thought this was, in my mind, it's genius. Arby's, who, you know, Arby's, the restaurant Arby's, the fast food restaurant Arby's, is best known for selling these succulent meat sandwiches. Like these sandwiches with all this meat piled up on. You seen the Arby's commercial? Mm-hmm. I've never eaten at Arby's. How about that? Because one thing, I don't like all that meat on my sandwich. That's one thing.
Neither.
So I don't like that. So I've never eaten at Arby's. But people love it. So Arby's has said, you know what? We need to answer the call right now. So they have decided that not only can you come there and buy a sandwich, right? You can get the meat cut up deli style. So if you don't want the bread, you can just get the meat. We've got the meat. That's a commercial. So now you can go to Arby's and you can buy you a pound of roast turkey, a pound of ham, or a pound of corned beef. A pound is going to cost you $8.99. A half a pound is going to cost you $4.99. They said, listen, we have this, the COVID-19 sparked the deli-like idea. That's what they're saying. Mm-hmm. They said, you know what?
Yeah, that's pretty
cool.
We
cut meat and we serve in bulk. And they do. They have to cut meat for their sandwiches. So now people who love Arby's and want to make their sandwich at home, they can just go there and buy the meat by the pound. I thought that was, hey, listen.
That's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm going to buy some corned beef. My husband loves corned beef.
So does my mom. So now I'm going to tell her, did you know we can go to Arby's and buy you some corned beef? I like corned beef too, though.
Yeah.
I'm tempted to go there today and get me some and make me a nice corned beef on rye sandwich with some onions and cheese and mustard.
Oh, okay. My husband would love that.
Don't that sound delicious?
Pastrami.
I like pastrami too. We like pastrami and corned beef. Like in Jersey, we used to go to this restaurant. It's called Sandwiches, and Sandwiches had the best pastrami sandwiches and the best corned beef sandwiches. So if you wanted a nice sandwich on rye, yeah, that's where you go. Like I don't do corned beef on a roll, and I don't do pastrami on a roll. It has to be like on rye. I might, if I have no rye, I might do wheat, but for the most part, it's on rye. But anyway, Arby's just said, listen, you can come there, you can get you a half a pound of meat, and walk out there and make your own sandwiches at home. And let me tell y'all something. You're probably going to pay for a half a pound of meat the same thing you pay for one sandwich and eat one time. If you get a half a pound of meat, you can take that half a pound and make about 3 or 4 sandwiches out there. So not only will you eat, 3 or 4 other people can eat off that half a pound of meat. So I always look at it like that, because some people are like, oh my God, it's $7.99 a pound. Heck, I go to Panera's and spend $10 on a sandwich. So if I can buy a pound of meat, right? So you go and buy a pound of meat and eat off of that for 3 or 4 days. You can't eat that one sandwich at Panera's or Arby's for like more than one day. But anyway, I thought that was pretty cool how they're pivoting. So that's kind of cool. Let me tell you, I was listening at this. It's called Earn Your Leisure. It's really cool. It's a video podcast, and I was watching it yesterday. And it's this couple in Atlanta. They the guy was they're like a power couple. They got $1 million business, but he is a fitness health expert. So he was doing like health and fitness online or whatever, and she had a clothing line called Body Envy. So it made kind of sense. Her husband's in fitness and wellness, and so she designed a clothing line to kind of go along with that. I'm sure most of his clients are women, because that's pretty much how it goes. And their business shot up. He said their business went off the charts when the pandemic hit. Because why? Because people were exercising at home. Yes. He was like, it took them to $1 million. They have a subscription service membership. It took them to $1 million because people still wanted to get in shape, still wanted to be healthy and fit. So they started doing it at home. And so she said, because of that, her business shot up, because people felt like, well, even though I'm home, I still want to look good while I'm exercising. Mm-hmm. So they have 2 separate businesses, but hers shot up and his. So now they're doing like $1 million. They have 7-figure businesses because of the pandemic. So the pandemic has changed things for a lot of people. I wish I had a retail business at the time, or a commerce business. I didn't have one. I had a media company. You know what I'm saying? I need, and it's so funny because the entrepreneur in me always look at, I need to own a retail business. Like, because retail be seeing numbers. But they said, the other thing they did say was, you know what? We had some sleepless nights. So even though they were doing big numbers, that came at a cost. Wow. That came at a cost. But now it's better, because now they've hired people, to do the things that they don't have to do anymore, because they have $1 million business. So that's pretty cool. But that was pretty cool. All right, listen, y'all. I'm going to go to my song, and then I'll be right back after the song to give you more of the rundown about what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. Stay tuned.
Isn't it funny? We came to that. I thought I won you over, but you were holding back. Isn't it funny? You could not guess how you took those words back. Now I'm just a mess.
welcome back. So listen, guys, there's a candidates forum tomorrow at 5 p.m. And this is for you to get to know the candidates who's running for county commissioner and also district candidates for District 1 and District 3. So tomorrow at 5 p.m. you'll be able to, this is hosted by the Gwinnett Chamber, of course, and you'll be able to get the chance to hear candidates talk about what their plans are for the county and for the district in which you live in, if you live in District 1 or District 3. So the candidates right now who will be taking part in this forum is going to be Nicole Hendrickson and David Post, who are both running for Commissioner Chair for the County of Gwinnett. So you want to get to know, it's so funny because up until probably at the very end, I had never heard of David Post. So I didn't know who he was until I saw something like David Post. Also, I hadn't heard of Ben Archer. It was crazy. Like, I had met Jasper, didn't know who he was. They are both running for commissioner for District 3. Had never heard of Ben Archer. I think I finally saw some of his signs in the runoff. Like, during the primary election, I didn't see anything from him. For District 1 is Kirkland, Carden. I knew who he was, but never heard of Laurie McClain. So I'm going to be watching this event tomorrow at 5 p.m. And if you want to get a chance to meet, hear what the candidates have to say, I actually hosted a couple of forums during the primary. And they're very informational, very informative. You get to learn a little bit about who they are, especially if you never heard them. Like, I never heard of Ben Archer, so I'm going to be watching that because he's running against Jasper, that's my county, that's my district, District 3. I'm in that district, so I'm going to watch that, and I'm not going to come back. I'm going to report about it on Wednesday in a blog post. But yeah, that's going to be very interesting. So you can find out who I know Nicole, of course, because she was doing great things over at the county before she decided to run for commissioner chair. Because I had gone through the Gwinnett Citizen Academy 101, which I would suggest anybody living in Gwinnett County go through that program. It's a free program. It is so informative about our government and how it's run. You get a behind the scenes look at everything, and I thought that was pretty cool because I've never lived anywhere that allowed you to do that. And so just the fact that you can go through the Citizens Academy and you get to meet great people. I met people that I stay in contact with to this day. And I think I was in part of the class, was it last year? Or was it year before last? It might have been year before last. I was in the class. And it was year before last, I think. And I still talk about it because it made such an impression on me because of the fact that I got a chance to go behind the scenes, see how traffic works, right? See how our water system works. That is an amazing, it looks gross when you go there, I'm not going to lie. But if you get an opportunity, go through the Citizens Academy, you're going to see how our water system works and why it's one of the best ones in the country and why people come to model our water system here in Gwinnett County because it's such a great system. But anyway, I knew Nicole from that because she had put on a lot of great events that I had attended. And so, but in Kirkland, I had heard of him, had never met him, but I heard of him a lot and I read about him a lot. But anyway, if you want to check this candidates forum out, it's going to be tomorrow at 5 p.m. And you can go to www.tinyurl.com/Gwinnett Chamber 2020 candidates. I know that's a lot, right? I'm sure Gwinnett Chamber has it on his website. So just Google the event or go to Gwinnett Chamber's website and you can get it there. But anyways, again, that's www.tinyurl.com/Gwinnett Chamber 2020 candidates. There's a link there. You have to register. Once you register, you'll get a link to the actual event tomorrow, so you can tune in at 5 o'clock. I'll be there. I have to put that on my calendar. I have a very busy day tomorrow. My calendar is full. So funny because my daughter came in and we were looking at my calendar and I was like, oh my God, my calendar. I'm probably going to miss part of it. Well, maybe not. Yeah, I'm probably going to miss a part because I have a conference call at 4:30 that's probably going to run right over. But I'm going to try to get on and watch it tomorrow. Yeah. So listen, guys, I love land, and I don't know why I love land. I went to the ranch. It was a great experience. But my daughter and I, she said she wants a farm, and I said, a farm? Like you who go get her nails done like every other week, you want a farm? Like you got to get your hands dirty for a farm. But she said she wants a farm. But anyway, a lot has changed through COVID-19, and so. This past weekend, more than 24 Georgia Gwinnett college students, and faculty members gathered to fix up one of the things on the campus. It was a farm. Yep. So there's a farm on the campus, and they had volunteers roll up their sleeves to pull weed, clear debris, mow the tall grass, replant, raise gardens, and get these gardens back up. Yeah, so that's one of the things that they're going to be doing. The garden is going to produce healthy produce that will be donated to local families in need. I think that's amazing. There's this thing called, I want to say they're called tree gardens, and I had never heard of that before, but it's a garden of just, I think, like fruit trees. I had never heard of that, and I think they have one in Atlanta. But these things are amazing. Like if I had land, which I want some land, I would definitely have a garden. And this one particular fruit that I want to plant on that land, I'm not going to tell you guys what it is. I'll tell you when I get my garden. And I almost thought about going over to Rose Jordan, and I should have done that because I could have planted my tree. It's a tree, y'all. It's a tree. It's a fruit tree. And I want to plant that fruit tree. But my horoscope said don't divulge any information today, so I can't tell anything. So I can't tell you what it is today. I'll tell you another time. Anyway, this garden is going to be up and running. They're going to be planting things like zucchini and tomatoes and peppers and squash and broccoli and kale and spinach and collard greens in the fall. So it's coming. Listen, fall is right around the corner. Like we literally a few days away from fall. So we are, and it feels like fall out there right now. It's really nice. Really, really nice. But anyway, that's a garden that's coming. I think everybody should try to plant a small garden. I was at a friend's house yesterday, and they had a nice garden, and then their neighbor had planted a whole bunch of organic peppers, and he came hollering over the fence like, hey, like I feel like I was on TV, because that's what your neighbors do on TV. They holler over the fence. So he hollered over the fence and gave him a bag of peppers, and he gave me some of the peppers. And I'm going to get me some shrimp today, and I'm going to eat peppers and shrimp because I do like that. But, we've tried to plant our garden, but I'm not good at that stuff. My husband is good at planting things. So we're going to try it again because we were kind of inspired by their little garden. They had kale and tomatoes and peppers in their garden as well. And it was pretty cool. It was inside a little wooden box. So I was like, well, how do you keep the bugs off of it? Because that's always been my thing. Well, how do you keep the bugs off the food? Because I feel like the bugs. We planted a peach tree in the backyard, and the deer would walk by and eat all the leaves off the tree. So the tree it's just a stick standing there. It has never grown. And I don't know if it's the soil or if it's just the deer that actually walk by, and we've seen them eat the leaves off the tree. So now it doesn't grow anything. It doesn't. So listen, football started back, and Friday night was hot. My brother was like, yeah, Archer had a good. So my brother's a football coach. He was like, Archer had a good game. I'm like, how you know? Because I guess he saw it online or on TV or something. He told me about that. He told me about Discovery. He told me about Grayson went and spanked somebody. Discovery lost to Central Gwinnett. And he told me about Archer beat somebody. He was telling me about, and I was like, yeah, I'm going Friday night, which I am. I'm going to go Friday night to the football game. So football here in Gwinnett County, high school football is back in full effect. So, here's the thing. We got to practice social distancing. So they got a video outlining all the different games and things like that. So you can go online and look it up. Go to Gwinnett Daily Post and click on football, and you'll see. It said amid pandemic related disruptions, return of high school football offers some semblance of normalcy in Gwinnett. So I see people out there. Kids had their mask on. They had the shirts off and they were painted, but they had the mask on. And that was a good thing. So I'll be there Friday night, God willing, with my mask on at the football game. Y'all know we like football. And it's exciting for me. Just give me something to do. I get out there and I cheer for the teams. All right, listen, I said I was going to have a short show. This is a normal show. I've been talking the whole time. But anyway, I'm going to my last, you know what I mean? I was like, I'm going to have a short show today. No, it's like my normal time. I said it all the time and look at the clock. I'm like, okay, that was a normal show. Anyway, I'm going to my last song, and I'll be back after the song to give you my words of inspiration for the day. Stay tuned.
Your story. Tell me what made you change your mind. Oh, yeah. How you move forward and still go against the tide. Yeah. like you. I wanna be just like you. 'Cause you're so strong. I wanna be so strong. I wanna be just like you. I wanna be just like you. When I grow old, when I grow old, yeah. When I grow old, when I grow old. Tell me your story. How did you find your peace of life? Yeah. Oh yeah. Who made your heart smile and made you lose a lot of time? Yeah. You think I love by your side all day and night. Someone to care about and do you right. You still wrote your story when nobody believed in you. You're so strong. I wanna be strong. I wanna be just like you. I wanna be just like you. 'Cause you're so strong. I wanna be so strong. I wanna be just like you. I wanna be just like you. When I grow old, when I grow old, when I grow old, when I grow old. When I grow old, when I grow old, I wanna be just like you, 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 you. When I grow old.
I love that song. Every time I hear that song, I think about it's women that float around my mind when I think about that song, because there's some women that are like in their 80s that are just they are bad. 60s, 70s, 80s, they're bad. And every time I think about that song, I feel like, man, I should make a video of all the women and just play it over and over, because those women, they're still doing amazing things, and they're up there in age. You know, a lot of them are up there in their 70s and 80s, and I'm like, I want to be just like them when I grow old. All right, so listen, here's my inspiration for the day, and I'm telling y'all, this is pretty powerful. Okay, here goes. There are 1,440 minutes in a day. Enough to spend some time on you. Oh, let me say it again. There are 1,440 minutes in a day. Enough to spend some time on you. There's enough time in the day to spend some time on yourself. Oh my God, that's like, we don't spend. Listen, yeah, I know I took some out of that 144 minutes over the weekend. I might have took all of them except for probably 44 to spend it on me, because I needed that time. And when you take time to spend it on yourself, you do yourself a huge favor, because it gives you time to just stop, relax, and rejuvenate. And let me tell you something. When you stop, you can think clearly when you stop. It's in the Bible. Be still and know. Yeah, be still. When you find a minute just to be still and know, you get to hear things that you didn't hear before. You get clarity about things that you were confused about. And I can tell y'all, that's the one thing that happens to me mostly every morning. I wake up at 6:30. That's what time my alarm goes out. I really don't roll out of bed till about 7:30, because I'm thinking, I'm quiet, so I get to clear my mind and I get to hear what I need to do. To this morning, it was so beautiful. I got up and went out on the deck and did some writing, and because it was so nice, it was actually kind of cold. I was like, oh, I got to come back in. I did some journaling and some scripting, and so you just have to take some of that time, take some of that 1,440 minutes, and take at least 10 of them and put it on yourself. You deserve it. You deserve to spend time on yourself. You got enough minutes in a day to do that. All right, listen, that's all I got for you today. I appreciate you spending this last 1 hour with me that I said we were not going to spend together, and I love you for doing it. I said we weren't, but we did. I love you for doing it. If you missed any episode of the show, go to goodmorninggwinnett.com and listen to past episodes there. I made some changes to the website. I'm going to be doing a lot more blogging on the website. So go to Good Morning Gwinnett and check out a few of the changes I made. I'm going to be doing a lot more posting of pictures and things like that, because I realized that Good Morning Gwinnett is my baby, but it's a media company. And I love media. Like, I don't know if you guys knew that already, but I do. And that was one of the clarity moments I had of just being quiet and sitting still and knowing this is what I need to do. And when I tell you, I feel so excited about it, because I have doubted what this was, right? I was like, oh, it's just a podcast. No, it is a media company, and I am embracing the fact that that's what it is. And it has taken me almost 2 years to embrace that, y'all, because I come and I do what I love. So to me, it was a podcast. It was like a show, right? And then I looked at it and I'm like, no, it really is a media company. And the minute I embraced it, I felt a lot better. I felt a lot happier. I can tell you that. I felt a lot happier. And I felt a lot more at peace, because I didn't feel like I was all over the place. And I realized I did a training class with this guy. His name was June. He was hilarious too. His name was June. And he said to me, Audrey, you can make it whatever you want it to be. Now, I knew that, but I felt like it was this one thing, and it really wasn't. It is what I want it to be. And so I said, you know what? It is a media company. And believe it or not, I like to blog. So I was like, it's all the things that I love right on one page. You're going to get business because I love that. You're going to get, lifestyle because I'm going through that. And I visit these amazing places in Gwinnett County. You're going to get that. And you're going to get me talking 4 days a week. So you're going to get it all right there on that one Good Morning Gwinnett site. So I made a couple of small changes, but they were changes that made me very happy, to the point where I kept looking at the website probably like 4 or 5 times. And they're very minor. But for me, it was clarity about things, right? So if you miss any episode of the show, go to goodmorninggwinnett.com and check out the past episodes. Also, check out some of the blog posts that I have there now, some of the ones that are coming, because I have a lot of good stuff coming. I'm excited about that. And also be sure to follow me on Facebook at Good Morning Gwinnett. Follow me on Twitter at GM Gwinnett. Follow me on Instagram at Good Morning Gwinnett. And soon I'll be saying, hey, go to Pinterest, because Pinterest is going to be my real playground when it comes to Good Morning Gwinnett. It's going to be Pinterest. Pretty soon I'll be saying go to. Well, you can go there now, but I don't have a lot of pins on the Gwinnett County board, Good Morning Gwinnett board. So you can go there now and follow me there as well. And also be sure to go to Apple Podcasts and give your favorite episodes 5 stars, because I need you to do that, because I need to move up in the rankings. And in order to do that, I need 5 stars on your favorite episode on Apple Podcasts. You can consume this show pretty much on any platform that you have, whether it be your phone, your TV, your Alexa, your car. If you got Alexa in your car, all of those places you can listen to this show, so you never have to miss it. And if you download the apps from the App Store. All right, that's all I got for you today. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 o'clock to bring you more of the Good Morning Gwinnett show. Listen, remember, keep your mask on. Stay safe out there. And until next time, make it a great day. Bye, y'all. Bye, G.
Bye.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.